while. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the questions. So I would like to inform you all that yesterday we have completed our 12th Ayurveda Yoga Shikshana Saptaha, which is a health workshop based on the same holistic human health concepts which we are discussing every Friday in this student induction program AICTE refresher workshop seminar. So the same thing we are conducting this workshop on the basis of these universal health principles every month, and this is an in-house workshop, and participants, they reach one day before the workshop, and all the 7 days they participate in the workshop actively, and not just listening to these principles, they will put them into practice in these 7 days and experience the results within 7 days. Many people get a lot of benefits, and next workshop will be in the month of March, but that will be in Telugu language from 15th of March to 21st of March, whereas the English workshop will be in the month of April. And April dates, I will just announce the dates of the English workshop. Those who want to attend this health workshop in the month of April in Hindi English language, they can attend, they can get it registered. We'll soon send the registration details. It is a completely free workshop, and the dates will be uh, April, it is between 13 and 19. April 13th to 19th, health workshop will start on 13th, which means people who are interested to participate, they should reach the workshop uh, when you by 12th evening or night. From 13th onwards, the workshop will start. So this is about the workshop. Let us start today's important topic. So today, let us know about a very important nerve called vagus nerve. So nerves are those parts of the body which carry information. Many people, they get confused between nerves and blood vessels. Blood vessels carry blood, but nerves carry signals. They are like cable wires. They carry electromagnetic, you know, information in the form of electromagnetic waves. But of course, this nervous transmission actually happens through some chemical receptors. From one nerve cell to another nerve cell, the information flows through some chemicals called neuropeptides. So there are 12 cranial nerves which start in the brain and innervate various parts of the body. So you might have heard about optic nerve, auditory nerve, facial nerve. Like that, there are so many nerves. And one important nerve is called the vagus nerve. So vagus nerve is the longest nerve, and it is a most complex nerve of all the cranial nerves. Okay, it originates in the brain stem. So in the brain stem it originates, and it runs down both sides of the neck into the chest and abdomen. And it carries both motor and sensory information, which means it takes information from various parts of the body and carries this information to the brain. And it also takes information from the brain and relays this information to various parts of the body. So it is both sensory and motor nerve. and it supplies this information to heart, all the blood vessels, major aortas and other blood vessels, lungs, stomach, esophagus, intestines. So you might be wondering, even though this is related to health, why this doctor is speaking a lot about anatomy, which we are not very interested in. Yes, you might not be very much interested in the anatomy part, but definitely you will be interested in the physiology part and then pathology part, because it has a direct implication in our own life. Because, like, it supplies reinforcement to the heart. If the vagus nerve is working properly, heart beating is happening properly without any problem at all. If vagus nerve is functioning properly, your digestion will be very, very good. Whatever food you eat, it will get properly digested, properly absorbed into your body, and it will give enough nourishment to each and every part of your body. If your vagus nerve is active, it is working properly, your lung function will happen properly, your breathing will happen properly. If the vagus nerve is not functioning good, your mood might get altered. Okay, so sometimes you feel depressed or anxious or irritated or afraid of something. Some kind of disturbance can happen if vagus nerve is not working properly. Similarly, your immune system will work properly if your vagus nerve is active. If your vagus nerve is not active, then your body will not be able to fight with infections. Similarly, your speech, you will be able to speak freely without any trouble if your vagus nerve is intact. If it is not working properly, then there will be a problem in the speech also. And you will not be able to understand the taste of your food if your vagus nerve is not functioning properly. It's not just about the taste. If your vagus nerve is not getting proper information from your tongue to the brain will not understand the chemical composition of the food. And if it doesn't understand what kind of food you are eating, whether you are eating acidic food or alkaline food or protein rich food or fat rich food or carbohydrate rich food, whatever food you are eating, if it is not giving proper information through the tongue to the brain, then your brain will not be able to produce those enzymes, the combination of digestive juices, which will be able to digest the exact combination of food you are eating. So indirectly also digestion will get affected if your taste gets affected. And if your vagus nerve is intact, if it is working properly, your taste is good. In the tongue, in the oral cavity, the mucus production, saliva production also is dependent on your vagus nerve's function. And even urine output will get affected if your vagus nerve is not functioning properly. So on the whole, now you understand that majority of the activities, whether it is heart or lungs or intestines or kidneys or all these things, are under the control of your vagus nerve. If your vagus nerve is good, all the organs are working properly. If your vagus nerve is not working good, then all organs are not working properly. And there will be ill health. So now you might ask why this vagus nerve is not working properly. So there are so many other reasons, so many reasons for improper function of your vagus nerve. Reason number one and the most important reason is bad lifestyle. If you're not eating in time, not sleeping in time, not getting up in time, and you're undergoing a lot of stress, strain, and you're giving malnourishment to your body, not giving proper food, you're eating only unhealthy food. These are all different reasons for disturbance in the vagus nerve activity. Of course, there are some infections which will affect the vagus nerve, and certain conditions, certain diseases where vagus nerve function will come down. But normally it is because of a bad lifestyle. And what will happen if your vagus nerve is not functioning properly? So, as you can see in the slide, there will be loss of, sorry, yeah. So there will be loss or change of voice if your vagus nerve is not functioning properly, or if even if it is not active. Loss of gag reflex. Okay, something is stuck in your throat, and there will be a natural reflex which will allow it to come out or to swallow. There will be difficulty in swallowing. There will be difficulty in speaking. Speech will get affected. Heart rate will become slow, or there will be disturbance in heartbeat. Your blood pressure will come down. There will be disturbance in the digestive system, which results in nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, indigestion, malabsorption of food, and disturbance in the nervous system, seizures, fits, and many other nervous system related problems. Heart arrhythmia. There is a rhythm in which heart beats. In nature, there is rhythm for everything. There is a rhythm with which the earth is rotating around itself, rotating and also going around the sun, which results in regular seasonal changes, changes in the day. And even if the sunset and sunrise times are changing every day, there is a rhythm for it. There is a regular rhythm. You can observe these rhythms in this moon, the way full moon appears, the way complete Amavasya appears, and how the entire world is responding to the sun and moon. You can clearly see in the waves of this ocean, in the nature, in the birds and plants, everywhere you will see how organisms with life and also other planets, earth, air, wind, water, everything is responding to the changes in a rhythmatic way. The same rhythm is also there in your body. There is a rhythm in your brain. The brain waves have a set specific rhythm, and that rhythm, um, you can calculate, you can observe the rhythm of your brain using special technique called machine called electroencephalogram, EEG, which will measure the rhythm of your brain, whether there is a proper rhythm or there is any arrhythmia. Similarly, your heart is also rhythmatically contracting and expanding, and there is a rhythm which can be measured using your ECG. If there is any disturbance in this rhythm, it will be clearly seen in the ECG, and your doctor will understand that there is certain problem in certain part of your heart. So when there is arrhythmia, heart arrhythmia, it means that heart is not functioning properly, not beating in a regular way. Various reasons are there, and one reason is disturbance in the vagus nerve. Your vocal cord health gets disturbed. That is the reason why loss of voice or change in voice is seen. Lot of anxiety or depression, mood disorders, bipolar diseases, so much of disturbance in mind with seemingly obvious, seemingly silly reasons, not obvious reasons. Like, people don't understand why you are getting depressed, why you are becoming anxious for such a silly things. And that is because the vagus nerve is acting weirdly. The reason for your anxiety, fear, depression might seem absurd for other people, but there is a disturbance in your nervous system, which is in turn causing mood swings, anxiety, depression, other problems, psychological problems, sometimes maniac, things, or sometimes you suddenly become depressed, alone. You lock yourself in a room. Sometimes you go out and shout and scold others and hurt yourself, throw things, break things. All these things can happen if your vagus nerve is disturbed. And the reason is again bad lifestyle, lot of stress, bad habits, so many things, all are man made. Only few reasons like infections are there, but majority of the reasons are bad food, bad lifestyle, bad thinking, bad state of mind. These are the reasons. So, what is the solution given by our modern system of medicine? How do we correct this inactive vagus nerve to correct all these symptoms? So, this is the solution. There is a um, treatment called VNS. VNS is vagus nerve stimulation. Healthcare providers, they will implant a small device which will give mild electric current, and it will stimulate a branch of the vagus nerve. So they will install it in the chest region under the skin. So the electric stimulation coming from this nerve is mild, painless. Through the left part of the left side of the left vagus nerve, it reaches the brain. So the vagus nerve, which runs from the brain to vital organs such as heart, lungs, and digestive system. So previously, implants in the chest would activate the nerve. Sometimes modern devices, they are using ear clips. So they put a device in the ear, and that stimulates the vagus nerve. Sometimes in the chest, sometimes in the ear. So the electric pulses can be targeted at the brain, sometimes to block the pain signals that cause headaches and boost chemicals to fight depression. The heart also can be targeted to tackle the abnormal rhythms of the heart. Sometimes it can target the spleen. You stimulate the brain and target the spleen so that it will stop releasing proteins that cause painful and inflamed joints. Because vagus nerve disturbance can even cause these painful and inflamed joints. So, to activate the inactive vagus nerve, we are putting a special instrument either in your chest or in your ear and stimulating the vagus nerve so that you will become active. All the problems like loss of voice or change your voice, loss of gag reflex, difficulty in swallowing, difficulty in speaking, slow heart rate or heart arrhythmia, low blood pressure, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, seizures, anxiety, depression, all these things can be corrected by stimulating the vagus nerve using a special machine which will give electrical signals. So I don't know if this is the right way to stimulate your vagus nerve. Is this right? What do you think? Keeping a machine which will continuously send signals to the brain, is it okay? And depending upon a small instrument to stay happy without any anxiety, depression, without any heart problems, without any breathing problems, without any pains, without any mood disorders. Is it okay? This is my question. So for me, it is not okay. If someone asks me to put a machine in my chest region or in the ear to cure my depression or anxiety, to cure my heart arrhythmia, I'm not okay with it. So what do we do? So there are other ways, natural ways to correct the disturbance in your own vagus nerve. Let's see what all we can do. So, Priya, so these are the easiest and seemingly, simple things which you can do to stimulate your vagus nerve. Cold immersion, cold bath, cold showers, or going outside in cold temperature with minimal clothing, exposure to cold weather, a nice cold bath, or sitting under a waterfall, or even your own shower, that will stimulate your vagus nerve. Humming and singing. So nice, uh, like, and also not any tragic songs, but nice songs. La 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 la, like that. You can hum, or if you can sing, you can sing. This humming and singing will stimulate the vagus nerve, and it will correct the disturbances in your heart. It will correct the disturbances in your lungs, in your joints. You might have observed so many happy people nicely singing, right? So, and then meditation, meditation and mindfulness. So, if you are practicing some kind of meditation where you focus your mind on one particular thing, or if you are mindful of whatever is happening around you, are mindful. You are mindful of your own body, you are mindful of your own self. You are observing everything, whatever is happening, you are observing everything. And you are trying to make everything happen in a right way in your mind and in your body. If you are practicing this mindfulness, this will easily stimulate your vagus nerve. Even if you're chanting mantras or doing some prayer, even that will stimulate your vagus nerve. And whatever I am saying here, all these are backed by solid research. It's not just like something casually I'm telling. Deep and slow breathing. So when you are breathing slowly and going deep, diaphragmatic breathing, rhythmatically you are breathing, relaxedly you are breathing. You are not making your abdomen and chest tight because of some stress. There is no stress. You are just relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed. Particularly your respiratory muscles are relaxed. And then you are breathing. That deep and slow breathing will increase your vagus nerve stimulation. Pranayama is a wonderful way to stimulate your vagus nerve. When you are, you know, observing your breath and making it rhythmatic. Pranayama is nothing but breathing in and breathing out in a rhythmatic way. When you are bringing that rhythm back to your breathing, you are also giving the rhythm back to your vagus nerve, to your heart, and to each and every part of your body. So that is a great way of stimulating your vagus nerve. Pranayama is not just some breathing technique or breathing exercise. It works at cellular level. It can repair the bad cells. It can, you know, regenerate each and every cell of your body. It can correct the disturbances in each and every cell of your body, not organs or organ systems. Every cell of your body will get affected positively by practicing pranayama. So normally many people think pranayama is just inhaling and exhaling, but the crucial part of pranayama is holding the breath, inhaling, holding the breath, and exhaling. Puraka, Kumbhaka, and Rechaka. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out in a rhythmatic way. Because always we are breathing in, holding, and breathing out. That is not pranayama. Consciously, you are doing it in a rhythmatic way with a specific ratio. The most preferred ratio, as advised in yoga texts, is 1:4:2. So, if you are inhaling and counting 5, hold it for 20 count and exhale for 10 count. Slowly release, much slower than how the pace with which you inhale. The exhaling will be much slower than that. Double the pace, double the half the speed. So 5, 20, 10. Inhale, hold and exhale. Like this, like you inhale and like this, if you can practice regularly, like this 5, 10, 5, 20, 10, this ratio, if you start with 5 or 4, you can go up till 20. So that is the target. In Yoga Shastra, they say that 20, 80, 40 is the highest and desirable ratio, pranayama ratio. So basic level to be um, agreed as proper pranayama, it is 12, 48, and 24. You are inhaling, and while inhaling, you are counting 12, holding the breath and counting 48, and exhaling and counting 24. Again, inhaling, you count 12. While holding the breath, you count 48. While exhaling, you count 24. This is the basic level. But to reach the basic level also, you need a lot of practice. You start with 4, 16, and 8. You reach 12, 48, and 24. If you sincerely practice, maybe it will take some 2 months. But from there, it will be a bit more difficult to go to a medium level. It is around 16, 64, 32. Inhale, while inhaling 16, hold the breath and count 64, and exhaling, you count 32. Again, inhale, count 16, hold the breath and count 64, exhale and count 32. Like this, if you can practice, that will be medium level. Highest level of pranayama practice, as mentioned in our yoga text, is 20, 80, and 40. While you are inhaling, you count 20, hold the breath and count for 80, and while exhaling, you count 40. Like this. If you can do and practice several rounds of pranayama with this ratio, 1:4:2 ratio, this will cause wonderful changes. Like, regeneration happens. People with degenerated knee joints, degenerated hip joints, degenerated discs in your spine. We are observing wonderful regeneration in our own patients who are practicing pranayama regularly. I spoke with a dentist who told me that her patient got their tooth dental caries filled naturally just by practicing pranayama without any cement insertion in the holes in the teeth. So pranayama is that effective. So if you can practice pranayama regularly, then easily you will be able to um, you will be able to correct the disturbances in your vagus nerve. You can stimulate the vagus nerve just by practicing pranayama. It's that effective. Exercise, regular physical activity World Health Organization says that lack of physical activity is the fourth largest cause for mortality. Means it is a fourth biggest killer of humanity. This is not a disease. It is a lifestyle. Lack of physical activity is the fourth largest cause of mortality, global mortality, according to World Health Organization. Fourth largest. If you are not doing any physical activity from morning till evening, sitting before your computer, doing some work or watching TV and not getting up and not doing any activity, not walking, not running, not doing Surya Namaskar, not doing any kind of physical activity, then you are bound to, you are at risk of so many diseases, including disturbed vagus nerve. So just by doing exercise, you are stimulating your vagus nerve. Chandrasekhar ji is asking, after exhaling and before inhaling, gap, that is called shunyaka, that is an advanced level, Chandrasekhar ji. After exhaling, you inhale, hold, and exhale. And after exhaling, if you are holding, that is called bahya kumbhaka or shunyaka. Means after the air went out of your body, still you are holding the breath, that is called bahya kumbhaka. If you take air inside and hold, that is called antar kumbhaka. If you exhale and then hold, it is called bahya kumbhaka or shunyaka, which is a higher level of practice which you can do later. Initially, you inhale, hold, exhale, and immediately again you can inhale, hold, and exhale. That you can do. Okay. So I think the question in the chat window got answered. So now foot massage. Nice foot massage with warm coconut oil or warm gingerly oil in the night time. That also will, actually stimulate your vagus nerve. So there is a connection between the nerves in your, there are so many meridians, vital points in your soles. So when a nice foot massage happens, the whole body gets relaxed and vagus nerve gets stimulated. And it is also very good for sleep. It is also very good for your eye health, foot massage. And if this foot massage, if you're doing on your own, it is great. If you're doing it to your partner, your wife, your husband, your kids, your parents, or they are doing it for you, that will, multiply the effect of this foot massage. So even the foot massage will help you stimulate your vagus nerve. Getting a great sleep, getting a good night's sleep is also one important way to stimulate your vagus nerve naturally. So if you are not sleeping in time, if you are waking during the night time, most importantly between 10 to 12, which is very important time, which will help in the sleep in 10 to 2, between 10 to 2 in the night when the pitta is active, that will help in better absorption of nutrients, better energy production, recharging your body, revitalizing your body, rejuvenating your body, regenerating each and every cell of your body. All these things will happen between 10 to 2. During that time, if you are getting good sleep, relaxed sleep with proper ventilation in your room, that will help in proper stimulation of your vagus nerve. Okay. So allow proper air inflow, open your windows, don't close them and sleep in time. Switch off your lights by 9:30, sleep before 10. Naturally, don't keep any gadgets near your bed, don't keep any gadgets in your room. Happily sleep, and this sleep itself will correct the problems in your lungs, correct the problems in your digestive system, correct the problems in your heart. That is, that sleep is that effective. Nidra is called one of the Trayopastambhas, three pillars of health, and one is Nidra. Okay, so Nidra is, the sleep is so important. Exposing yourself to sunlight. So sunlight is also a great stimulator of vagus nerve. It improves the mood. If you are depressed, if you are disturbed, go and stand in the sunlight. If possible, apply some oil to the body and go and stand in the sunlight. That will instantly elevate your mood. Sunlight will help in increasing the immunity of your body. Sunlight will help in strengthening your bones. We all know, because of vitamin D, not just vitamin D, there are so many other benefits of exposure to sunlight for your skeletal system. So all the systems of your body will get benefited if you expose your body to sunlight. And of course, hello. And of course, sunlight exposure will also help in stimulating the vagus nerve. Vinod Gupta ji is asking, what is your suggestion for using til oil? Til oil, according to Ayurveda, til oil is the best available oil. The word tail came from til. Tilodbhavam tailam. Tailam came from til. So til oil is the best oil to use for cooking, for massage, for other activities which we have told earlier, like putting warm til oil drops in your ear, in your nose, for gargling. For everything, til oil is good. Ventilation during winter at places where minimum temperature is around 5 degrees centigrade. So there, maybe you need to um, use a machine which will bring the outside air inside and again heat the air inside. Maybe something like that. Just like the air AC is also allowing some air from the outside, and once the hot air comes inside, it is cooling. Maybe something like that. But if fresh air is not entering, then it will cause a problem. Massaging foot before going to bed. Yes, that is very, very good. What is gargling using oil? It is called Kavala Dharana in Ayurveda, oil pulling in modern language. You put warm till oil in your mouth, like that you gargle. So this is a really wonderful practice to protect your oral cavity, your teeth, your gums, your tongue, and also protect from infections. Your teeth will never get degenerated with caries, holes, if you regularly use till oil for gargling. They will never become sensitive to extreme temperatures if you are regularly gargling with till oil. They will, these gums will never get swollen. They will never get infections and pus inside the gums or bleeding gums. All these things can be corrected by regular practice of gargling with till oil after brushing your teeth. And of course, the bad breath, infections in the mouth, all these things will go away. Oil will form a thin layer in the entire oral cavity and they'll not allow the bacteria and other microorganisms to grow in your mouth. So warm means Sukhoshna. We know the Vinod Gupta ji, warm means Sukhoshna. That temperature which is comfortable. It is not too hot. It is not burning your skin. It is comfortable. You feel comfortable. That is Sukhoshna. That is warm. Okay, so put warm oil in your mouth and do gargling. It is called Kavala Dharana. And it is very good for your oral cavity. So others who are not having access to the chat window of, because these people are sending the chat to only hosts and panelists. So you might not be looking at the chat, but I'm getting all these queries in the chat. So I'm also simultaneously answering these questions. So yeah. Now, sunlight exposure stimulates your this thing. And just now I told you, gargling also will stimulate your vagus nerve. And then um, warm water and till oil for gargling, portion of water and oil, please. So we recommend gargling only oil. Heat it indirectly. Heat, take a small bowl, fill it with 3 spoons of this oil, and then put it in hot water and indirectly heat it and put it in your mouth and gargle. So right now we are sharing these PPTs with only those people who practice the health tracker, which we have discussed several times. They practice it in their real life and then share those trackers with us. This is our practice in our workshop. Only to those people we are sharing these PPTs. So, or if you attend a proper health workshop, then you will get access to these things. So, yeah, um, first you listen to the actual main um, content, which is there in the playlist in the same. Right now, this whole session is streaming live on YouTube, and immediately after the session, it will be there in YouTube. But we did proper 11 days, 10 days sessions, no, 11 days sessions in both English and Hindi. And all those video recordings are there, just like this same session. All the video recordings are there in the same channel, um, AICTE SIP, AICTE Student Induction Program, SIP. There two playlists, Hindi playlist and English playlist are there. So you can check those videos, and there are practical sessions also in those playlists. Do it on yourself, share your this thing experience, then you will get access. Otherwise, without practicing anything, if you take these PPTs and start teaching others, it will be of no use. Of course, the book we wrote on holistic health, it got printed very soon. It will be available on Amazon, and the PDF also will be shared with you people, so you can read the book and understand these health principles. Okay, so laughter, so hasi, and social connection, connecting with people and being happy, laughing aloud. This laughter therapy also, like you know, we had a wonderful laughter therapy session in our last year's health workshop, and it was really refreshing. And this laughter therapy, casual laughing, also will stimulate the vagus nerve. So these are various ways of naturally stimulating, not just singing and humming and chanting, listening to great music, calming music, relaxing music, stimulating music. That will also stimulate your vagus nerve. So, and movement, daily movement is also one of the movement and exercise is also stimulating the vagus nerve. So these are the things which will stimulate the vagus nerve. And just by stimulating your vagus nerve, you are correcting the disturbances in your digestive system, in your heart, in your lungs, in your kidneys, in your brain, in your mind. All these disturbances will get corrected just by leading a healthy life, just by correcting your lifestyle. So that is the greatness of simple, happy, holistic life. You don't have to purchase costly machines which will send electrical stimuli to your vagus nerve, to your brain. You don't have to spend a lot of money. All these things are free of cost. It doesn't take a lot of anything to sing a song or hum or get a good sleep, or do some pranayama, or expose your body to sunlight, or listen to a music, expose to cold water bath, or gargle, or laughter, or yoga, meditation, movement, exercise. All are, they're free of cost. They're available for everyone. All you have to do is take a decision that I will stay healthy. I will not allow the external environment or conditions or any say, stimulations or any other people to destroy or disturb my health. I will take care of my own health. I will take charge. And just by living healthy, just by eating right, sleeping right, getting up right, and doing physical activity, you will be always free from diseases. You will never depend on doctors. You will never outsource your health to doctors. You will hold your health in your hands. You will form a Rakshana Kavacha, shield around yourself and protect yourself from diseases and infections. You can also put a shield around your family by discussing and implementing these principles in your own family. So thank you so much for this patient listening. So we have 5 more minutes to take any questions. You can switch on your mic and ask questions, or you can type in the chat window. Either way, I will answer your questions. Chandrasekhar ji is asking, fasting blood sugar level is 237 and postprandial is 330. Definitely problem जी, ये harmful है. उतना ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. इतना, it's too high. So you need to correct your lifestyle, do a lot of physical activity, eat good food, don't stop eating, eat good food, reduce the quantity of grains and increase the quantity of vegetables and pulses, and do a lot of physical activity, do a lot of meditation. Sometimes, even if you are not eating anything at all, just the stress will shoot up the sugar levels like anything. So, meditation will help, pranayama will help. Of course, if you want to get rid of the medicines you are using, allopathic medicines, maybe you can consult a nearby Ayurveda doctor who will give you Ayurveda medicines which you can use simultaneously along with allopathic medicines, and until your sugar levels come down, use both the medicines, and then slowly you can stop allopathic medicines, and after the certain period of time stop Ayurvedic medicines. Just by lifestyle modifications you can stay healthy and keep your sugar in control. Breathing is normal activity or exercise? So, see, normal breathing is normal activity. But if you are doing it like an exercise to strengthen your lungs, like doing Kapalabhati, Bastrika, that is an exercise, breathing exercise. That is the difference. You're putting some effort and uh, moving all the respiratory muscles, making them relaxed, making them active, and doing rigorous breathing, pushing the diaphragm and expanding your lungs. The diaphragm in turn will massage your internal organs. All these things will happen. Chandrasekhar ji is asking for my number. Okay, I'll give both my number and email ID. Sometimes my number will not be available. So take email ID also, or send a WhatsApp message. So that will help you contact me. So that's my email ID and my phone number. Any questions? We have 3 more minutes. So you can also contact through this email or number to register your name for the free health workshop, residential workshop, 7-day workshop, where we teach yoga, pranayam, meditation, Ayurveda, same classes and practicals, and then some special cleansing therapies like Sanka Prakshalana, Jalaneti, Sutraneti, Vasradhauti. All these things will happen. Prabjot Kaur ji, it's only 2 minutes left. I can't explain. You can just go to YouTube and listen to the entire episode while you eat or while you do something. It's about vagus nerve stimulation and how vagus nerve inactivity will cause various diseases and how naturally we can stimulate the vagus nerve. You can listen to the same session immediately. Go to the YouTube channel of AICTE-SIP and just sit back and listen. So this is the channel's name, AICTE-SIP. So if there are no questions, then we will ask the moderators to end the session.
जी, certainly भैया. It's really an enriching session for all of us, and we like to continue. And it's really you can refer it on the YouTube also anytime. So thank you, Sundar bhaiya, and we'll meet again, same time, same session for more and more exploration. Thank you, everybody. Namaste.